tell y'all, the narcissist was never all in, y'all. I mean, we all know that, We figured that out. But yeah, the narcissist never was all in. That's why the discard was so easy, y'all. You know, the narcissist was never all in. They just future fake. They sell you a dream that they know they're not gonna be able to withhold, that they know they're not gonna keep up, and they play with your empathy, man. But that's why, I don't know. It's kind of weird because you could when you look back at the relationship, you can kind of see that they wasn't all in. All you gotta do is look back at the relationship, and you can see that the narcissist wasn't all in. The more you heal, it's like it's crazy. The healing is gonna help you get out of the spell. The healing is definitely what's gonna help you get out of the spell. You have to heal. You have to heal. You have to keep in mind that the narcissist has a lot of people feeling just like you. It's not a special place. Worrying about this person and thinking you got something with this person. Just imagine if 4 other people felt like that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. When the narcissist got with you, they had somebody feeling like you felt. It's all a play, y'all. I didn't figure this stuff out. I mean, I tell you how much I didn't figure this out and how much I know this stuff like the back of my hand now. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but I didn't figure these people out to the T. They're in validation. They're in everything. Everything is about validation. It's not about feelings. That's why I tell people. And this is before I knew about what narcissism was. I would always say, like, if you got one of those people that want to be validated a lot instead of loved, they just want to be right instead of being like, you got this is the narcissist, and this is just toxic people in general. You got toxic people that when they're in relationships, they just want to be right. They don't really care about being loved. They don't even care about having a good time. More than likely, those are narcissist people, because you got to understand, this is how narcissists look at life. And it's like, this is how you could tell I just been through it with these people. Like, narcissists look at life differently. Like, narcissists don't look at, they look at life because they need validation. They need validation to be right. They need to be right. They need to be talking about something, pushing an agenda to be right. They don't care about love and stuff. They care about somebody making them feel alive, somebody making them feel like they're not a loser. It's like, really, if the right person get a hold of a narcissist, they could really dupe them. Because, like, it's like this. And I would tell any dude, and I would tell people that if you got a narcissist, they can get knocked by somebody else. If you got somebody that's a narcissist, they could easily be taken by somebody else, because narcissists, they all about validation. So they all somebody got to do is walk up to your narcissist and tell them, oh, you're the greatest person in the world. You're the best thing since sliced pie. Don't let you be somebody who not agreeing with them. Like, all the narcissist cares about is validation. So you got to understand, if you got somebody that's always trying to prove to you that they right about this and they right about that, and believe this with me, believe that with me. The narcissist is the type of person where, if they're not right about everything, they don't care about love and stuff. They want control. The narcissist is about validation and control. They basically, they're set up to be a dictator. Like, they natural dictators, they're natural people destroyers. Like, they just don't think the same. You gotta understand how they think. They don't, and it's a curse to them. Their mindset is a curse to them. It's not helping them. Y'all hit the like button and turn me up, man. If y'all typing to me, hit the like button. It's like, that's the thing. They not in it for what you in it for. That's why they can discard so easy. They're not all in. They're not all in. And it's like, I've had narcissistic thoughts too. I've had narcissistic ways, so I know how they think, due to me kind of like thinking slightly narcissistic when I was a sociopath. Like, the narcissist is like, if you fall in love with them, it's like, okay, I'll play love and all that, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really maintaining no love. Like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna try to, like, maintaining love. I have to, like, be a real person. I have to put something into it. The narcissist expects a perfect relationship without anything, without putting anything into it. Matter of fact, with them tearing it up, they expect a perfect relationship while they mess their relationship up. So it's like they different, man. Narcissists are different. They're a different breed of people. Like, and the only people that can stay with them is people that end up being gum on the bottom of their shoe. Like, I know narcissist people. You can stay in a long distance relationship with some narcissist people if you let them walk all over you. And see, that's what they do. They kind of got this mentality where, and see, they get bored with low vibration people because they get low vibration people hooked. Usually, narcissistic people are good looking people. They get low vibration people hooked. You know what I'm saying? But low vibration people to them are boring and easy. So they want an empath. They want a chosen one, and they know they only got so long with us. You know, and it's different with chosen ones. It's a different analogy. I got a different analogy. Like with the narcissists, they have a mask on, right? The narcissists have a mask on. The narcissists, they have a mask on. But like chosen ones and empaths, we under scar tissue. We under scar tissue. The narcissist is right behind a thin mask, and the chosen ones and the empaths, we buried under a lot of scar tissue when they get to us. And the narcissists just want to put more and more scar tissue on top of us and bury us. It's like kind of like a mask to a certain degree, where we got a lot of scar tissue, and the more we heal, the more we come back to our real self, the more we come back to the person that wouldn't deal with the kind of stuff the narcissist put us through, but the narcissist got to stay on top of us. The narcissist catch us with scar tissue, and they try to put more and more and more scar tissue on top of us. That's why you got to heal, to let all the scar tissue go away and get back to you. The healing is pushing you back to your real self. And you could thrust yourself back to your real self too. You just can't think like a victim. You got to just tell yourself, man, look, a narcissist got me. Like one thing about, like, if you get scammed for a lot of money, like I got scammed for $800 one time, right? It messed me up. I was told up about it. It messed me up. I lost $800. But like, if I would have sat back and just been like, oh, I lost $800, how am I gonna make it? I probably wouldn't have had no energy to kind of bounce back from it. So I just went straight to bouncing back from it. I just went straight to, man, forget it. I got to bounce back. And that's kind of how with narcissistic abuse, you just got to bounce back, man. You know, you got to understand the narcissist. You got to understand the strength that you got. You got way more strength. Like these people, they're not strong enough. Like these people aren't strong enough to be getting this much admiration and to even be considered this much. That's why I don't like people that glorify criminals and stuff. It's like glorifying a criminal when you sit up there and be so worried about them and stuff. These people don't deserve to be thought about and ruminated on like that. They only know how to do one thing. They're only good at one thing. They don't deserve this much. The new supply and the narcissist. They don't deserve that much, man. I don't think they deserve that much. That's why you got to be like take a little bit of. You got to think about this, y'all. If the narcissist could be arrogant and think they somebody, you know what I'm saying? If you're an empath, a chosen one, and you know all these demons out here trying to get you, and you know you're a good friend, and you know I'm not gonna never do nothing. I'm nothing but good energy. I would never swindle you. I would never stab you in the back like a majority of these people in the world. You got the right to have a little arrogance about yourself too. You know, you got the right to kind of like stick your nose up at people that's like narcissists. So it's kind of like you can't be really sitting up there giving a narcissist, like I said, if they live in your mind rent free, you got to evict them. They don't deserve to be thought about this much. And it's like, and I can tell you that just from how I did. Like, let me tell you, my narcissist, like, basically paid to hurt me. They basically had to pay, like, through pain and receive a bunch of like narcissistic like injuries just to even mess with me, because I was so much of a war-torn chosen one and so much of a dark empath that just like this girl. Look, my narcissist proposed to me, pay for the marriage and everything, right? So you propose to me, so you kind of put your pride on the line by having to propose to a man, right? Then you pay for a wedding. You're a woman paying for a wedding. I'm not saying that I wasn't gonna do it. I just felt kind of unsure about it because of how she was moving and how she was and everything. And I wasn't hesitant, but I was just more like, you dogged me all these years. You put me through a whole bunch. You pay for the wedding, and she was glad to, because she put me through a whole lot. This motherfucker paid for a wedding just to hurt me. And I could tell by the way she discarded me that this whole wedding was just to hurt me. But look, all it did was give me a better channel, wake my game up even more, and make me. Sometimes like narcissists don't know when to like leave you alone. Like it's kind of like the perfect way for a narcissist to leave you is like kind of like when they do too much, they wake people all the way up. And it's like she just did too much. Like, you willing to marry me? You willing to marry me? Just like, who marries somebody and tries to ghost them for 2 and 3 weeks in a marriage and act like it was cool? Like, as soon as she did that, I was like, yeah, I gotta go straight to work on you. And like, y'all know how I have street analogies. I always come with good street analogies. It's kind of like what it's equivalent to is like if you messing with somebody and then y'all go on a deal, but you know this person kind of shady. And then you see clues that they being shady, and they fit to go back into being the person that they usually be, and you just go ahead and take them out the lick and do something to kind of like alleviate them from the lick because you already know how they're moving. And that's how I was in the marriage. Like, as soon as I got ghosted, I let myself get ghosted like 3 times. So I was just like, okay, you know you doing this in a marriage, right? You do know, like, I'm your husband. You do know you shouldn't be. Like, once I realized that she had her mind made up that she was about to try to give me a story of being like the only husband with as much charisma as me, as much as going with my, because see, this is what the narcissists want to do. They want to give you a bad story. Like, if you're a real good person, they want you to be able to be like, man, I'm a good person, but this happened to me. They want to be that person to treat you like shit. So when they play with the wrong people, you know, when it's like a low life trying to go, like, I'm gonna go to the mob and I'm gonna go to like the top of the chain of the mob and try to do something. And when they get caught, they get put to death. Yeah, you got in there, you was able to infiltrate your way in there, but when you get caught, it's high stakes. And it's like, once I realized, okay, so you got your mind made up. You know I'm from Richmond, California. You know I'm a street nigga. Like, you know I used to be in the streets. You really, really want to play with somebody from the streets that used to live a life of crime, that really used to get out the mud, that really used to be it's detached from me. Like, I was thrown off. I had to go to Texas rehabilitation class. I used to have to go to Texas rehabilitation classes from PTSD from being around gunshots and shit. So it's like I done been through a whole lot. I done been through special programs. I done been locked up and everything. So not saying that that's, I'm not glorifying any of that. I'm just saying, you want to play with somebody like me? Okay. Like I say, you don't like empath. We have a mask on too, and then chosen ones we buried under a lot of scar tissue. You in there, you just under a lot of scar tissue. But I said, okay, you know, she was way younger than me. She was 10 years younger than me. I look young for my age, so it'd be like younger women trying to talk to me. But I'm wise, so they don't understand how wise I am. So what I did was I made up my mind. I said, so you sure you want to ghost me? You sure you want to do this? Okay, well, the Richmond, California, the person who I've been suppressing all this time, I'm gonna just let them out. And when I did, it was, now you can tell people you got cheated on in your marriage now. But it's like, it's messed up because you gotta tell 2 lies. You gotta act like when you was ghosting me that you wasn't doing nothing. See, narcissists, they like to deny you a common sense. Like, they live in a world like see, I'm gonna only go to the fantasy world for so long because I'm not like that. I used to have to stay out of like a delusional world to stay alive. So once I smell something fishy, I'm gonna bake a cake for you too. So once you try to make me believe that, look, I'm gonna start these arguments and then I'm gonna disappear for like 2 and 3 weeks, and I'm not cheating on you at all though. I'm the only full-grown adult that's married to somebody that's gonna leave for like 2 and 3 weeks behind you saying like the slightest thing, and I'm not doing nothing. I'm not cheating. I said, okay, if you think I believe that, then that's on you. I know you're a narcissist. I know you're hella stupid. I know you really actually believe that I believe that a full-grown adult is not cheating. Okay, fine. I said what I said. Just because you just this fool really literally was like, you gotta understand, like, sometimes when we get into it, I be needing to get like a 2-week break, a 3-week break just to get my mind together because you be getting so mad. But it's like, you start all the arguments. If you respected me as a man, and when I told you let's stop arguing about this, it's pointless. Instead, if you listen to me, then we wouldn't argue. You're not finna punish me for an argument that you start. I'm not stupid, but go right ahead though. Dude, this is what you've been doing the whole 6 years I've been knowing you. We married, you fit do it again. Go ahead. I got something for you this time though. This time I got something for you. And the way I played this shit was so clean. Like, look, y'all, this was so clean how I did this. We was married. We was supposed to stack our money to do our thing. I got my money stacked, right? But I wasn't acting like nothing. I just like see this is the thing about narcissists. Narcissists, they can't act right long enough to get nothing out of a relationship. Like you gotta understand, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they are not gonna do the right things to make you do right things for them. Like you have to be brainwashed. You have to do stuff for narcissists out of being like drained and out of being like punked. You're not gonna do nothing for a narcissist because you're happy and you love them. Like you might do something nice for a narcissist to keep them around because you're scared of them. Or you might do something in the love bomb phase, but the narcissist is gonna keep you so thrown off your game and so irritated and so hurt that you're not gonna never like do nothing nice for the narcissist out of the kindness of your heart. It's gonna always be out of like trying to keep them happy. I don't live like that. I'm not that kind of person. See, that's what I'm saying. Narcissist, like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna do that for nobody. So it's like the narcissist thought that the narcissist would literally tell me, even when I leave for 2 and 3 weeks, you can't do nothing because cause look, this is what happened. I got caught, right? But the way I got caught, it was like I didn't care though. I was like, I haven't seen you in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not caught. I'm not cheating on somebody that I haven't seen or heard from in 2 or 3 weeks. That's your mind. See, in your mind, you devaluing, you detach, you ghosting. In my mind, I'm taking advantage of a dumbass person that think I'm stupid. Like a dark empath, we could play it however you like. We used to let niggas gamble with trick dice. We used to let people come in the spot, know they got trick dice, let them gamble with the trick dice, let them make all the money, and then rob them at the end of the dice game. Like that's how I'll do a narcissist. You want to ghost me, and you live in a whole nother city? Go right ahead, man. I warned you. I told you. See, your reality is no match for their delusion, but you just can't go into the delusion with them. See, they want you to, y'all start off in a reality world in love bomb phase, and then they take your hand and take you into this fantasy world. But see, the whole time I was in the fantasy world, the first time I seen shit in the fantasy world, I was like, this ain't good. Like nothing, none of this shit ever worked on me. When they try to gaslight me, I thought they was crazy. See, whenever narcissists do that shit to me, I be thinking they crazy. I don't be think that shit don't be working on me. Even in the streets when dudes just, like my partner, he was a narcissist. He was hella competitive. He was competitive about everything. You know, narcissists, they want to control everything. They want to control what's on the radio. They want to control the temperature of the car. They want to do this. They want to do that. They just want to control everything. Like, so I try to talk to him. I try to have a heart-to-heart with him about how he be tripping, how he kind of like be trying to. He told me that I was sensitive and that the gaslighting shit. So when he told me that I was sensitive and that I was tripping, I just thought he was crazy. Like it didn't work. Like it didn't. I guess he thought it would work on me. Like I guess he thought that I was gonna think that I was sensitive, and it was like, no, you tripping, nigga. You really out of your mind, bro. Like I'm not sensitive. You really are. Everybody talk like this about you. It's not just me. Me and all the chosen ones in the empath, we all know to get around you, let you have your way, and let you talk. And we all know you think you know everything. Think you know everything. We all know you talk behind our back. We all know you got this grandiose mentality. We all talk about you. We all know this about you. And I'm just telling you, I'm cool enough with you to tell you that that's how you moving. He told me, oh man, yeah, you just too sensitive, man. You know, it's a man thing. In my mind, I said, this motherfucker just crazy then. It didn't work on me. I didn't say, oh, well, man, you right. I said, well, shit, you just crazy. So when the narcissist would try to, when I was in a relationship, when I'd be like, hey, you know, the other day you said this, and they would be like, I didn't say that. I started recording it. Like, you did say it here. They'd be like, I'm finna discard you and go cheat. Okay, well, go ahead. Well, if I confront you about your bullshit and it's gonna make you cheat, go ahead and cheat. You gone? Okay, let me check. Let me call. Okay, my number blocked. Let me check the Facebook. Okay, I'm back on Facebook. Okay, let me call a girl. You gotta understand the narcissist has a criminal mind, but they might deal with somebody else that got a criminal mind that's not a narcissist. But if you want to play, let's play. Every game got 2 controllers. That's why narcissists, they can't do nothing with me, man. It ain't nothing out here anyway. In this dating field, this dating pool is kind of crazy. So if I get a hold of narcissists, I mean, you know, they freaks. They like to have sex and shit. You know, they give it up to him. That's what I be trying to tell you. Is like, I would tell you this about your girl if she a narcissist. I would tell you this about the dude if they're a narcissist. If you with a narcissist and you just can't like get rid of them, like you gotta agree with everything they say, or they'll cheat on you for that. Like a narcissist, they don't have no moral compass, and they'll sleep with anybody to where if they tell you the sky is green, the sky is green, the sky is green, the sky is green, and you keep saying, nah, the sky is not green, the sky is blue, the sky is blue, the sky is blue. All they gotta do is get somewhere and tell somebody, hey, the sky is green. And if the dude is smart enough to know this is a damn idiot that was want to be right about something, he gonna say, yeah, the sky is green, babe, you right. And he gonna end up having sex with her. Or he having sex with him just because over stupid shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you with somebody that's not connected to reality, they keep trying to push an agenda on you, just leave them alone because they're gonna go around some other people who don't like you and some flying monkeys and say, guess what? I keep trying to tell Josh that the sky is green and he don't believe me. And they're gonna say, man, you know, and the flying monkeys, they be just messing with each other brain. They know the sky ain't green either, but they, girl, the sky is green, girl. He tripping, girl. Let's go cheat on that fool. I know some other guys that think the sky is green too. Knowing they all wrong. It's a waste of your time, man. It's really childish. It's a waste of your time. And you gotta like kind of arrogant your way, noble your way through this. Like a narcissist is not worth, an overgrown teenager is not worth tripping off of. You just seen a full grown person, you just seen a person stand up in some stilts and impersonate an adult. They whole pecking sense, they whole pecking order, their whole mind process is like a kid. They have the mind of a child. Like they got mad at you because you couldn't, they have the teenager run away from home syndrome. And they got mad at you because you told them to clean up their room. You know, it's like, they not worth all that, bro. I'm telling you, they really not. Like once I found out, like the narcissist took their mask off and did whatever they did and changed up. But like once I kind of just found out what this person was made out of and just how they was getting down, I was turned off anyway. So it's like they discarded me at the right time. And a lot of y'all get discarded, but it'd be a blessing. It looked like, man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. You just don't know that. You think about how you was when you was with the narcissist. You couldn't sustain being like that for years, for no years, getting cheated on. You probably would have got a disease or something. You just didn't know it. God removed the narcissist. He had to do it. Your empathy wouldn't let you do it. But it's like, no, the narcissist didn't know you would bounce back. And you probably didn't know neither, but you just healing, man. You healing. The best way to hurt a narcissist is just to heal and not care. And really not care. Like, it's like, look, I don't care. Look, and I wouldn't even say do this. But it's like, I got my, look, I'm going to say this. This was so cold. Because when the narcissist, when they tangle with, because see, you want to know what's so weird? I'm going to tell y'all something. And y'all don't judge me for this. You know, being a dark empath is kind of like a good guy and a bad guy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the reason I'm a grade A supply for this narcissist that I heard. Like I say, they was in and out of my life for 6 years. They had to marry me in the end just to hurt me. See, my dark empathy and the way I dog her when she tried to play with me, she liked that. She likes that. The Jezebelian spirit in her, like my rogueness, my sociopath, the fact that like, you know, the fact that like I kind of got like I'm kind of rough around the edges, like the Jezebelian demon in her like that. That's why she keeps drawing to me. But it's like, my dark empathy is from a good side, so when she try to play me, I just be causing narcissistic injuries. I didn't even know that she was a narcissist and I was hurting her feelings and stuff. Like all the stuff where it say it'll cause a narcissistic injury. I didn't even know she was a narcissist and I was causing them kind of injuries without even trying to do it. I just was being myself. So it's like this twisted obsession that even though she thinks she moved, is this girl, think about it, she proposed to me, paid for a marriage and everything. It's just, you know, I'm kind of like, when you're a dark empath and you're a sociopath, you can kind of see somebody thinking they plotting on you and then just kind of like lead them into a punch that they wouldn't expect. Because I just made it like this, like, okay, it's kind of like, okay, like if two gangsters together and they both shady, it's like you scheming money off the top, I'm scheming some of the dope off the top. But the person scheming the money and find out you scheming the dope and get mad and I just adjusted. So the narcissist, you want to start arguments, it goes, okay, I'm gonna act sad and I'm gonna cheat when you do that. You shouldn't be mad because you're doing the same thing. But that's not how they want your hands tied. And like I say, they'll cheat behind anything. They cheat behind validation. They want they want to be right. They want to be right. You can keep a narcissist if you tell them they right about everything and don't challenge them on nothing. You can keep them. They still gonna cheat on you and shit, but you can keep them in your life. As long as you let a narcissist dog you, you can stay in. They have to have a relationship where you at the disposal. If you let the narcissist have you at the disposal, you could be in their life. But if you got any kind of backbone, and if you want, like a narcissist, they're natural born losers. You're gonna be at a standstill. Your ambition gonna be gone. You're not gonna be able to do nothing ambitious at all. So all your hopes and dreams and all that shit is down the drain. The narcissist better be doing something. The narcissist better be bringing in some money because you definitely not gonna be able to. So that's out. You know, your relationship with other people, that's gonna be all messed up. Relationship with your kids, your mom, with God, that's gonna be all messed up. So you can deal with the narcissist if you're ready to be like, if you're ready to go through all that shit. The narcissist used to ghost me, right? And like when they would come back, I would be like not even happy they came back. Like they would even say it too, like you picked up the phone, like you ain't heard from me in 2 weeks, and you sound. And it's like because they started realizing I was waking up. They started realizing, and I'm one of them people. Once I start waking up, it's kind of hard to stop me. Like a dark empath, we instinctively do stuff like the narcissist. And it's like, okay, I'm set on this autopilot of you trying to disappear and do all this stuff. Like I'm used to it now. I'll start an argument on purpose now to make you leave. And any time for you to start an argument and ghost me? Ain't about that time? Oh, girl been texting me a little bit. She like started an argument with her so she could leave. I'm just playing, y'all, but like to a certain degree, I'm showing y'all the dark side of narcissists thinking they playing with people. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes a shark will go after a whale and a whale will swallow him. Sometimes a shark will, I'm a shark. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm a shark. And a big ass whale will be like, and bite him and bite him in half and shit. Just because it's a whale. You didn't know. Due to your nature, I'm a chosen one, a dark empath, and I'm older than you by 10 years. What did you think would happen to you? I have no apologies, and I'm ecstatic and proud of myself for cheating on you. I did it for all the empaths and all the chosen ones. I'd do it again. Look, got it out my system and got all my muscles back. Got everything back. Like I couldn't have been this version of me. I wouldn't have been able to be this version of me. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm trying to tell y'all it's a spell. I had nothing but good intention for this person. I would have never did nothing to this person. I cheated after 6 years. I cheated after 6 years. And they had been ghosting me. I cheated after 6 years. I would have never did nothing to this person. But this person was okay at having me a shell of myself. And having me missing out on real love. When I need to be walking around looking like this, feeling like this, being a good asset to somebody that really loved me and cared about me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a prime example. Go look at my videos when I first started. I didn't even look nothing like this. And they was proud of it. They purposely argued with me on purpose. Drained me on purpose. So I wouldn't be looking good for nobody else. As soon as they left my life took off. I gained all my weight back. This is how, when a narcissist first met me, this is how they met me. This is what attracted them to me. You gotta take note of somebody that's destroying you and they don't mind and they just keep doing it. That's a sign. That's what lets you know. If somebody see you losing weight, see you not looking good, the narcissist, they want you not looking good for the next person. They want you out of there for the next person. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just in case if they watching, they don't learn. Narcissists don't learn. You could learn a thing or two. If you're a narcissist, you could look and you could see, okay, clearly I was doing something wrong with him. Look at how he got all his muscle mass back. Look at how his face got bigger. Look at how he's looking more healthier. I was doing that to somebody. Like if they were smart, they would think like that. I was doing that to somebody. And it's proof. But they mind not connected to reality. They just don't go, it don't matter. And that's what I'm saying. You can't be worried about that kind of shit. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. You just can't be worried about it. Be the best version of yourself. You can't be the best version of yourself from a narcissist. They don't like that. They get jealous of that. You see what I'm saying? And as soon as I got no contact, as soon as I got a long time away, my clarity came back. And it's like, you got to understand, you with this narcissist, you thinking they the best you can do because they catch you when you down. But if you get to the best version of yourself, you thinking now it's gonna be hard for me to be alone. I think if I went out and I tried to meet people, I wouldn't have a hard time. Now that I'm healed up and I'm looking like the best version of myself, I don't think I would have a hard time. If I went out, I think I'd be impressive. I wasn't able to do that when the narcissist first left me because they drained my battery all the way down and thought they left me for dead. The narcissist thought my body would never get back like it was when they first met me. They even say little stuff. Your muscles been kind of, man. Yeah, because you're stressing me the fuck out. But hey, it is what it is. I love y'all, man. Like, subscribe, man. Stay on your grind, man. Stay out the way, man. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. They say you can do bad all by yourself, right? You can do good all by yourself too. So when you heal, don't be in a rush to go get nobody. Just enjoy loving yourself, because we not like the narcissist. We love ourselves, so we can be by ourselves and adore ourselves. The narcissists don't love themselves, so they gotta have somebody around. So in a way, we showing strength by showing the narcissist we ain't gotta put nobody in your face. We love ourselves. You need an emotional bag to beat up. We don't need an emotional punching bag. We love ourselves. We can stand being by ourselves because we got our own great ideas, our own great mind to play with. So I love y'all, man. Stay prayed up, stay vigilant.